Thank you, Matty, for joining me. It's much appreciated. I know you're preparing for life after football, going for your PT qualifications, a dream of potentially owning your own gym one day. Can you tell me where this ambition came from?
If I'm honest, throughout my career, I've always people have always asked, what would you be after football? What would you have been if you wasn't a footballer? And do you have an idea of what you're going to do after football? And it took me until probably I want to say 28, 29. I'm 33 now to actually, figure out what that was. And I feel like, obviously speaking with a lot of lads within the game as well, I feel like a lot of lads have a similar issue. But I took my time with it really and spoke to a few people. One of my close friends is a PT as well. So digging into how he does things and how it is for him, and it's something that I've always been interested in fitness, and with certain injuries throughout my career as well. Sort of understanding how the body is, how the body works, potential causes of injuries and things like that. So the fitness side of it really really interested me, and yeah, as I say, probably 2 years ago now, 2.5 years ago, I got in touch with the fitness group via the PFA, who are a great help, and started my level two and then level three, which hopefully I'm going to be completing really soon. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what the future holds within that industry for sure.
I mean, most certainly. In terms of preparing for football matches, going into the gym is just as important as the things you do from a tactical perspective. Would you say that's the thing that you enjoy the most about preparing for your fixtures?
Yeah, I feel like certainly the older I've got, you become more aware of stuff, more aware of your body. You know your body a lot better, and as I say, with certain injuries, you kind of have to keep on top of certain things to make sure you're best prepared for a game or day-to-day training. So like my schedule in the morning would be like going in, you're stretching, any pre-activation stuff you might need to do, or additional warming up stuff away from the group. That's really um for me as a person, as an athlete and the type of athlete that I am. So all of those sort of things, really interest me, and I believe that obviously working through the week, working as hard as possible as you can, puts you in the best condition then to go and perform your best on a Saturday.
I know that obviously being a PT, so much about that is helping other people. Can you tell me about that, why that's something you want to do, and how you feel you can help other footballers and other athletes?
Yeah, I just feel certain experiences that I've potentially been through in my career. If you can help people maybe avoid certain things or be more aware of certain different aspects of fitness, because obviously it's quite a broad spectrum. Um, to help them perform better, and not necessarily well, yeah, yeah, educate at a much earlier stage than potentially a lot of players maybe my generation probably found out. So yeah, any additional help you can kind of give someone early on in their careers, I feel that can help them benefit and prolong their career as long as possible. And yeah, in terms of working with individuals, I kind of see myself now as a more of an experienced player within the dressing room now, and if lads can learn and take anything from you, then you're more than glad to help, and um, yeah, to be a role model and to help them progress in their careers as early as possible.
I mean, you mentioned there about being a role model. I mean, throughout your career, you've played with so many good players. When you picture yourself as a PT and helping others, throughout your career, do you think there's any player in particular that stands out? You think he would be a dream to train, and maybe one that perhaps is a little bit wild that might be more challenging?
A good friend of mine, Darnell Furlong, is at West Brom still now. He's very similar to me, similar mindset, and he actually he made his debut at QPR with me as well. And he's someone that I think we'd work really well together. As I say, so, of a similar mindset. Um, and in terms of difficulties, not no one specifically, but like I don't know, lads that you get quite a lot of excuses about why people don't do certain things. I feel like that would potentially be the biggest hurdle. I feel being able to adapt your approach to those sort of personalities, and making them see that there's going to be a benefit to what you're going to be showing, or getting them to do.
And in terms of football, I know that you've still got a lot left in the tank. You want to have a couple more years left playing the beautiful game. I think for a lot of players, there's that mental struggle of what's going to come after football. It's the fact that you've got this idea, this goal in mind. Do you think that makes that process easier for you, and if anything, a little bit exciting as well?
Yeah, for sure. This summer I was without a club for a little while, and um, another reason why I went and did, an additional part of the course really, where, I'm face to face with someone in a gym and getting that sort of exposure to being one-on-one with someone within a gym space, and, putting on a session. I feel like that kind of experience gave me a further, excitement towards that. And it's something I feel that after, a long time deciding what it was I was actually interested in, it gave me that additional excitement to really get into that, and get stuck in. As I say, it is I feel like it is difficult, especially for other players that might be similar to me, and I've always only really been able to focus on the one thing, which has been my football. So coming into the later years, actually defining what else interests me has been that's been exciting as well. Digging through certain things that aren't of interest, but there might have been, and finding this route, which as we say, I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to doing when I do eventually call it a day.
And you're with Oxford now. I know you've just scored against Peterborough. Can you tell me what that moment was like and what we can expect from you this season?
Yeah, that was great. It was my first game. Obviously I was a little bit behind the boys in terms of fitness, because I'd been training on my own, and doing one-on-one sessions prior to going in at Oxford. But the boys have been great. It's a good change room. A young side, but a side for sure. In the first 4 games that we've had now, we've showed what a good side we are. Not necessarily come out of the points that I certainly feel that we deserved, but some good performances, and I feel like we're going to surprise a lot of teams. And as you say, and I've said it before, that this wasn't a move that was it's coming towards the end, and it's like kind of dropping down. The project at Oxford was exciting, and working with a good group of lads, and a club that wants to do well and wants to progress, is a challenge that I'm really looking forward to.
Well, Matty, I look forward to seeing how your season unravels and how well you get on, as well as this journey that you're on en route to becoming a PT and own your own gym. But before I let you go, is there anything else that you would like to mention?
No, just I'm looking forward to what's ahead. As I say, in terms of my personal training, I've got a theory exam to pass next, which again looking forward to, and looking forward to having that something away from football to be proud of. I'm extremely proud of the career I've had, and having, but this is something completely different. Not being within, like, I haven't really studied anything since school. So this is an achievement that I'm proud of, and I'm looking forward to what comes in the future for sure.